be athletic director at Oklahoma State University, Chad Weiberg, and we're going to play a taped interview we did with Larry before everything started today. But you were part of the contingent that was up there in Uncas,
Yep.
Connecticut, and one of the larger casinos. But that's not what
It
you
was,
were up there.
no, but it was big.
It is
It
big,
was big.
and the basketball Hall of Fame ceremonies, and I watched them on Saturday. Unbelievable when you look at the people that were involved in that
Yeah.
class. Obviously, I thought Kobe Bryant's widow. Wow, I mean
Yeah.
that was but just to see Coach Sutton go in
Yeah.
had to be a thrill for you.
It was. I was sitting there, honestly, just thinking, I can't believe I'm, getting this opportunity. Everything that he meant to our program, and obviously means to so many people, and my family included. And so, it was really important for us to be there, and it was great to be able to be there.
Yeah, it was a tremendous Oklahoma State contingent,
Yeah,
which
we
was
had a-
super, and
Yeah.
and then all of the Sutton family was there.
Yes. Yep.
Some of his former players. It would have been
Yep.
great if it was closer and more
Yeah.
could be there,
Yeah.
but I think people understood.
Yeah. I think with obviously they are still following pretty strict COVID guidelines there, so everything was distanced and limited and all of those things.
Not like this, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know.
I
It's
saw
nice to
masks.
be. Yeah, they were very strict on the masks and all the distancing, and so it's interesting to see how that's different in different places of the country. But I know that everyone that was there in spirit, and it was a great event, and it was an incredible class. I mean, everyone there was talking about that this may be one of the greatest classes that have ever gone in together, and I would say that's probably true.
Yeah, I said this to Larry, and I know you're a fan. I mean, Michael Jordan's there. Larry
Yeah.
said he was within
Yeah.
shouting distance to Dr. J, who was one of his
Yeah.
heroes, and
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas was there.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw all the people there because of the NBA inductions. But did you find your head on a swivel?
Oh yeah, it is a who's who of basketball,
Yeah.
and that is the truth. That's what makes it unique. It's all levels of basketball. It's from the highest levels to NBA, Division I, Division II, Division III. It's all levels of basketball. So it's pretty cool to see all that come together in one spot.
Another great coach that went in out of the Big 12. And I understood you guys wish Kim Mulkey good luck in SEC and LSU. And
Yep.
wished her well now that she's leaving Baylor.
Yeah. She was great, and obviously has done so many good things for Baylor, but also for the Big 12 women's basketball. So it was a little surprising to see her make that move, but obviously that's home to her, and so yeah, we wished her well.
I told Chad we weren't going to get anything heavy on this interview. He's out here representing Oklahoma State athletics at Coaches versus Cancer. But I did want to mention this. It's great to see a function like this. Like you said, people are outside. There's no mask.
Mhm.
Most of us, I think, I don't want to get into the politics. Most of us have been vaccinated.
Mhm.
And when we look forward, now that O'Brate Stadium this past weekend was the first weekend, along with the softball game, the final game of the Bedlam series, with open seating, people back in. We look at football coming up in the fall. And the one thing I would say and get you to comment on is everybody has been impacted financially from COVID-19, college athletics especially. I mean, when you look at the amount of money that was taken away by COVID-19 for attendance, you know how much a football Saturday means to the athletic
Absolutely.
department. And people are supporting this like they should.
Yep.
Oklahoma State's going to need some support like all the schools are.
Yep, that's right. And so before I go into that, I just would like to just thank everybody that's involved here with this Coaches versus Cancer. I've said it before, and I truly believe
You said it
that,
earlier. I heard you. Best thing we do.
One of the best things we do, and it's truly the OSU family coming together to support these kids and that are going through so much. But what an incredible inspiration those kids are to us, because the way they fight and battle and just the attitude that they have that do it with, I think teaches us all lots of great lessons. And so it's just it's pretty incredible to see our family come together like this.
And you know Kendria.
Oh my gosh!
Since I got involved with Kendria and Special Spectators, it's my favorite game of the year.
Yep.
Because we get to tour those kids in the West End Zone,
Yep.
and then we get to see the players and the coaches interact with them.
Yep.
The one thing, I mean, that's the game I want to win more than any during the season, because that means those kids are out there singing the alma mater, and it's such a great sight.
It is. Well, that's what makes us so unique, is I think a lot of places, they may do one event a year, whatever, but we do things like this all year long. And there's certain things through the year that we may have to, do some convincing for our student athletes to sign up and be part of, but this is never one of them.
No.
I mean, when these events come up, they're there to sign up for it, because I think they know what it means, but I think they just like being around these kids. And like I say, the inspiration that they get from them, I think, is pretty powerful.
Well, we think of our student athletes as heroes, and they are on the field and the court and the diamond and so forth. But they meet these kids, and it gives them it's a reality check.
Yep.
These are heroes. These kids fighting cancer and fighting for their lives.
Absolutely.
And so I know this, when Kendria, and my phone lights up, it's Kendria, I know I have only one word.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, I never turn that woman down. I hear her introduced as a saint, and that's what she is.
Yeah, she is. She's incredible. She's done a great job with this, and she does it with just so much grace. I mean, she's just such a giving and good-hearted person, and it's pretty cool to see. And we have a lot of that, and that's what makes it so special. But back to your
my only heavy question.
Yeah, your question about
buy season tickets. I say it all the time. Buy season tickets.
That's right. I think our business model, if you will, and no college athletics program's business model is set up on 25% capacity or whatever. That's not what's going to make us run. And so we're looking forward to the opportunity to having a full house back in Boone Pickens Stadium and all of our venues, and it is important, and it always is. And I think that it'll just be that much more important this year as we kind of try to dig out of this hole that COVID created a little bit. But I do think the important thing is for so many reasons. It's not just about the revenue piece of it, and although that's a big part of it, but it is just about being in the stadium and supporting the Cowboys as they come out onto the field and kind of creating that home field environment. And it also is important, and we're going to be talking, I think, more and more about this, is just for the whole nation to see the kind of support that our fans, our family bring to our teams. Because that's kind of the reputation that you want to have around the country. You want to be one of those places that people look at and say, wow, look at that fan base. I mean, they're in that stadium every week, and they follow the Cowboys on the road and all those kinds of things, because that matters.
Well, and Chad, and this will be, we'll wrap up on this. We've got to get to a break at the top of the hour, but Oklahoma State football right now, they've got a big month in June with recruiting, but their recruiting class, the one that's coming in right now, the freshmen, half of them were in for the spring, looks great. And then the one for the future looks great. We know what Mike Boynton's doing. I mean, brought in a guy that I don't think I can have you mention yet, because I think he has some signatures to do, but bringing in that kind of talent. And you look at this, and I understand, hey, Iowa State's getting a lot of, and I love it. I'm loving on Iowa State as much as I can, because I like it when we come out of the weeds a little bit in football. But this is a really good football team.
Yes, it is.
A really good basketball team. And if you want an investment for entertainment next year, you want to buy your season tickets for both, because I hate to welcome you in coming off COVID. That's no great situation for an athletic director to move into. But you got two teams that are pretty good coming in.
Well, we have a lot of teams.
Yeah, but
those two, yes, absolutely. But it's pretty incredible. I think we still have baseball
and softball right now.
Well, and so softball, we know, are going to the NCAA tournament,
right,
and golf's going on right now. But if baseball, and I know they will, once they're announced in the NCAA tournament, I believe that will make every single one of our programs will have played in the postseason this year.
Wow.
And that is an incredible feat. in any given year. But for
Wow.
that to happen in the middle of this COVID pandemic, I think is a testament to our coaches, to our student athletes, obviously, but
Doc
also
Ivan.
to our doctors and medical staff, Doc
Yeah.
Ivan, the trainers, our partners at OSU Health Sciences that helped make all of the testing possible. It truly was a total team effort to get us there, and for every team to participate in the postseason, I think is incredible, and just
Wow.
sets up for, I think, like you said, next year. And I think we'll see a lot of the same things next year, if not even better. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope all of our fans will, like you say, come and fill the stadiums and arenas and be part of it.
And there'll be a time with Chad where we will get a little more, detailed. I've paid close attention to what some schools have already come out with somewhat solutions and how to move past the lack of revenue because of COVID-19. I'm anxious to see what we do here, obviously, but that's a conversation we'll have a little
Yes.
later on. But so happy that you got to be up in Uncas, Connecticut, and see that, and so happy to look forward to what's going to go on in the future.
Well, thank you very much, Robert. We've got a lot of great things going on here, and certainly this weekend was a special moment for OSU, and kind of one of those once in a lifetime things. But yeah, looking forward to the future, and appreciate all that you do.
Chad Weiberg, Deputy Athletic Director, soon to be Athletic Director at Oklahoma State University, and we appreciate him being with us.